Hello, everybody. Thanks to be here. I'm Nicholas from Coolpressing, and I'm here with Max from Squareflow, another gold partner that supports our operation and production. Rest assured, I'm not here to just talking about washing machine, detergents, or laundry habits, but to introduce my topic, I just would like to share with you this first slide and these two pictures, because I'm sure when you see these two pictures, an idea comes to mind: boring things, laundry. And that's correct for all of us. Doing laundry is a mandatory, repetitive, and time-consuming chore. And it's a recurring source of frustration for every household. And yet, every single one of us still has to do it. This simple truth, is the reason I decided to invest in this sector. With my partner, we've created Coolpressing to transform an industry, outdated industry, in a new digital and convenience way. I will explain to you all. So a little flashback to explain who we are. We created Coolpressing in 2015 by acquiring a laundromat, small laundromat near Liège. And from there, we grew rapidly. And 3 years later, we created our first factory in Liège. And then 2 years later is the COVID period. It's a very hard period for us, especially for every sector I know, but very hard period for us. After this period, we continue to expand, and now we have 3 production sites in Liège, Tournai, and Quellen in Luxembourg. We employ more than 30 people, and every single day we process over 4,000 pieces of laundry. Our clients include nursing homes, hotels, and companies. And in 2025, we decided to launch a new product called Laundry as a Service, and that's why I'm here. And this innovation will be explained by Max in a few moments. So, before to go deeper in the digital features, I would like to share with you some facts and features that led us to create this product. Like I said before, laundry takes a lot of time, and on average 300 to 500 hours every year. It's a fact, and that did not include the mental load, and that did not include to the dispute or the arguments of laundry in every household. So to better understand how to position our product, we ask our customer about their habits when they bring clothes to professional, and when to do it. 3 barriers came up again and again. First, the unclear pricing. Second, the convenience, speed, and quality reliability about the service. And the third part is the communication and logistics. For example, when you need to go to a laundry shop, you need to prepare your dirty clothes, bring it to the shop, and you need to check before the opening hours, the availability. And when you are on the shop, you discuss with the operator about the delivery issues, etc. We consider that it's not an experience, it's an adventure. So we just want to turn it into a good experience. In addition to these facts, as you certainly know, our washing habits and clothing consumptions are harmful to the planet. To better understand these topics too, we worked with other companies and specialist companies on ESG dimension. And number are striking. I just share and show you these facts. First is that humanity has already produced enough clothes to dress the entire planet until the years 2100. 33% of ocean plastic pollution come from textile microfiber released in washing. You have 70% of Belgian households replace their washing machine or dryers every year. That generate a huge footprint. And the last one is that for 1 kilogram for 1 kilogram of laundry washed collectively compared to 1 kilogram of laundry washed in your residential installation, I save 47% of CO2 emissions. That's huge. And by this fact, environmental fact combined to the fact we saw before. This fact pushes us to create our laundry as a service. So laundry as a service is a digital solution to turn the core of laundry into freedom while creating social, societal, and environmental impact. I don't have enough time here to discuss about the social and societal impact of my business, but it's a pleasure for me to discuss of it after my presentation. So last, what it is and how does it work? This is very simple, and simply put is monthly subscription to professional laundry services. We collect your dirty clothes, we wash it, we finish it, and then we deliver it back. At first, for the moment, we focus on companies. This allows us to simplify our logistics and work directly with large volume, but soon, be sure, we're working on, but we aim to serve households as well. But we need to organize more our logistics and to find and create a new relationship with external delivery partner. So at a glance, and very simple, Max explained to you after me, the screen and the digital features. So you have the first screen at the left. This is the registration part. And then in the middle, you have to choose a subscription plan. And you pay for a monthly weight allowance. And when you need a collection, you use the big blue button here, drop off, to request it directly on the app. And 72 hours later, your laundry is back. So our ambition is very simple and clear. We just want with our laundry services and product, and when tomorrow I hope you are a user, you can you never have to worry about your laundry again. So in summary, 4 ways we reinvent laundry. First is to remove the user friction points of professional garment care. And then through digitalization, we bring the service in line with today's service economy standards. We are focused on quality and speed, especially in this focus 72 hours and reliability and quality. And then we target a market that's largely untapped for this moment, especially in Belgium. Employees and companies who can afford this as a new benefit, like Squareflow made it, maybe tomorrow, I hope. Our next challenge goes beyond laundry. We want to build a digital wardrobe. This wardrobe will show users all their clothes with the resale value in real time. For example, if you don't want to wear an item anymore, with just one click, you can sell it with my app, and we take care of everything. We take care of we made the picture of your items. We characterize the item with a lot of other items like color, brand, size, etc. And this way, we close the loop from ownership to resell to make your life easier and collectively more sustainable. So to do that, for sure, we need a good IT system. That's why we work with Odoo. Odoo powers everything for us: logistics, registration, subscription, app, customer services, and many other things. But I let Max tell you more about these features.
Thanks, Nicolas. That was it for the innovation and the business of Coolpressing, but how does IT support it in the back end? When we do a business like that, a project like that, we first analyze what's the IT ecosystem in place to know what we can rely on and what has to be reinvented. That was the IT ecosystem that we were given at the start of the project. As you can see, the analysis here is in 2 parts: the channels, which is obviously the front end, and the back end. Everything was based on WinDev, so a custom ERP, that's the orange, and the accounting was done on Horus. We decided to keep it that way for most of it because it worked, and we decided not to reinvent the wheel. So the first thing that we did was to create the commercial backend in Odoo, so manage the subscription in the subscriptions app, the opportunities in the CRM, and we built a custom scan session module that gathers all the information coming from the production ERP it calculates the consumption of the current period, and it determines if the subscription is in surplus and if the customer has to be billed. To access the services, the customer have an access to a digital a web app based on Flutter. So obviously Flutter only displays information coming from Odoo, and Odoo is still the master of data, and a website has already also been built on Odoo. We migrated the accounting, and a light version of the customer care has been built as well. But as Nicolas said, there are lots of new incoming projects in the upcoming months and years. We will develop a new channel, so a web shop to resell the clothes based on Odoo, obviously. Develop also the commercial backend with the digital wardrobe to display all the information of your wardrobe, and the marketing, it's roughly said. But the real key of the project in the operations of Coolpressing is the logistics. That will really be the key of the scalability of Coolpressing, and that will have to be supported by IT. And when I say logistics, it's the traceability of the bags, the pickup points, the routing, the planning. The routing will mainly be done outside of Odoo, but the rest has to be in Odoo. And as you can see, we'll migrate a part of the production in Odoo because WinDev is working, but if we have to develop something in WinDev, it's maybe more intelligent to develop it in Odoo. And last but not least, we will integrate custom AI modules. The first one will take photos and optimize it to display the best information in the digital wardrobe. And the second one will calculate the value in real time of the laundry, so that when you want to sell a clothes, you can just ask for the value on your app, you see the value, and you decide if you want to sell it or not through the web shop. Okay, that was it for I would say the IT ecosystem, what's really behind the wheel. But here, let's talk about the heart of the project, which is the web app that we developed. As you can see, we start by a classic screen of onboarding, where you can choose if you want to connect or subscribe. And when I click on subscribe, I can enter all my personal details, so name, surname, telephone number, email address. And then I can enter the contact address, which is needed to know if you ask for a pickup at home. Obviously, Coolpressing has to know where you live. And as you can see, you can invoice a company, let's say a management company. You can invoice your subscription directly to the company. When I click here on continue, it creates an opportunity in the CRM. It creates also a portal user, and it sends automatically an email to the user saying that the credentials have been saved. At this screen, the customer can choose between the three options of subscription. It enhances the opportunity, and in the next screen, he can enter the coupon code, which basically is the intervention of the employer in the fees of the subscription. Let's say your employer wants to participate and give that as a service in your company. He can intervene for 50, 90, 180 euros as he wish. And when the customer enters the coupon, it creates the link between the customer and the employer, and it allows the employee to use the drop-off point of the company, so that the services are directly linked to the drop-off point of the company. At the next screen, you can enter a payment method, so either a card or PayPal, and it creates a token that will allow Coolpressing to automatically debit your account every month. Last screen of the onboarding, it displays all the information that you selected and entered in the previous screen. You can change everything that you want. And here, when I click on complete, it will close the opportunity in the CRM, create a subscription, and it will also debit your account. After that, you arrive on the home screen, which displays the information of the current period. As you can see here, there is nothing to show because I just started my subscription. But when I click on the big blue button, drop off, I can ask for a picking request saying how many bags have to be picked up. and it will create an object in the screen where you can see all the information of the current scan session. Let's say now that Coolpressing has picked up my bag and started to wash it. As you can see, the state, the number of items, the number of kilograms, and the expected delivery have changed. And if I refresh again my app with, let's say, another scan session, you can see that I am not in surplus and for about 3.2 kilograms, and I have to be billed for a surplus of 26 euros at the end of the month. And if I go now into my profile, you can see that there are lots of tabs. I can change the information of my profile. I can change my payment method. I can edit or cancel my subscription if I want to. If I see that I overconsume or underconsume, I can change it. And if I want to see all the information linked to my subscription, so the previous information, I can just see the consumption history. There is only one here. And I can see also the invoices and their state. And if I go on the plus tab, I see that I have links to the terms and conditions and the privacy policy, which are on the website. And if I need help, I can just ask for help, and it will send a ticket directly to the help desk in Odoo, and obviously Coolpressing will answer directly. This was it for the presentation of the web app. As I said, this is really the heart of the project and what we've been building for the past 6 months. But about the upcoming functionalities, as Nicolas said, there are lots of them, but let's focus on the next few months. On the customer side, we will have some referral programs and promotions to activate the commercialization of the service and to really scale the service. We will develop new options of pickup and delivery so that it's more convenient and more flexible for the customer. And the whole digital wardrobe will be developed so that we display all the information that are in your wardrobe. In the back end, the service will be expanded to the Luxembourg, and the planning of the pickup request and the drop-off request will be more convenient and more flexible for the team as well. We will automate the sending of welcome packs. I did not mention it, but when you confirm your subscription, you will receive a welcome pack, and this flow has to be digitalized as well, and the customer care will be enhanced. To wrap things up, a quick word about the relation between IT and business. We, as an IT partner, we often see that business and IT are seen as two completely separated worlds, but we believe that these should be integrated. If you think about the process that you want to digitalize, it has to be tested and approved on the field by the business and the operations. That's why one of our tasks as an IT partner is to be sure that what we implement is solid and won't be changing in the upcoming weeks. And that's why we like to take the role of sometimes the challenger of the operations and the business to be sure that what you ask us is really what you need and has real value for you. And last but not least, we think that if you want to really reach the value of IT and use IT as the driver of growth, IT and business need to work hand in hand. That was it for our presentation. Thank you for your attention, and we will be happy to answer to any question that you may have.
We'll have some good questions. We'll start with the technical ones. The first question is, why Flutter? Why did you decide to use Flutter?
That's a good question. Because we developed first a web app, and we wanted it to be directly usable for iOS and Android. And the code behind Flutter allows us to do that without recreating all the app when we want to migrate to iOS and Android.
Okay, nice. Second question is, why not move the entire production in Odoo at some point? Are you willing to?
Maybe yes, but it has to give real value to Coolpressing because it works at the moment. and we don't want to recreate what works because it's an investment, it's a budget, and we think that this investment has more value in the commercial part of the logistic and not in the production at the moment.
Yeah, and it's our dream, but step by step, like Max said before.
Sure.
Yeah.
You say there are 3 applications you use, including Odoo. Is there any data sharing between them?
Yeah. Yeah, there are lots of them. Obviously, between WinDev and between WinDev and Odoo, we collect all the data coming from the production to handle the commercial parts of Coolpressing in Odoo. So we have to. It's not a migration, but we have to collect all the data, and obviously there are connections between all the apps that we use.
Okay. What are some of the difficulties you faced while doing this implementation for the? Yeah,
you start or I start? I start. The first one is that it's a business in the making, so the processes are not really tested and approved, and so we have sometimes to craft something, and it has to be changed to really. To mimic the real world, I would say the real operations. That was one of the first challenges. The second one was also the timing. We wanted to deliver it quite fast, so we had to build and to integrate everything really fast. I would say that were the 2 biggest ones.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that the main difficulty for us is to understand and to create a global and overview IT architecture, because we want to put our product on the market in Europe. So we think about franchising models. So we need to thinking about it now to deploy it in other countries in Europe. So it's a difficulty to understand how to manage it now.
Oh, okay. Is the process of cleaning clothes itself managed in Odoo, and if so, what modules?
No, it's done in WinDev, and the washing programs will be migrated to Janssen, which is a specific tool, a standalone tool that is really the best for washing clothes.
Okay. This is a question from a potential user for me.
Okay.
Yeah. What is the current average time between pickup and return?
72 hours.
72 hours?
Yeah. 72 hours, that's our promises for the moment. But we know that we want to improve this promises in 48 hours, but we need to work on it.
Okay. While one of the goals might be to reduce ecological footprint, want the pickup service at each user to their home go somewhat towards this object, or like to reduce the ecological footprint?
Yeah.
Doesn't it contradict with this pickup to each?
Yeah, that's why we if I understand correctly the question, that's why we worked with companies, because we directly reach high volume and a lot of consumer, and we need to think about specific service for the pickup at home. I don't know if I understand correctly the question, but
this is as much as I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
Question, Okay. Do you use the CRM and marketing automation to handle the?
Not yet. It's
only the
CRM
CRM
before our intervention. Yeah, but
only the CRM to track the users that did not go to the end of the flow, but the marketing automation will be done in the next few months or years.
Okay. Last question is: someone is admiring the application, saying it's very neat. Was it entirely developed by Squareflow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was done. Yeah.
That's it for the questions.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.